I was so encouraged by George's devotional yesterday as we're studying the topic grace in the 1-to-1 chapter 6 under the heading, what does grace do? Now, first and foremost, every believer needs to understand that they have been saved by grace. And the grace of God is God's ability to save you from eternal death because of his Son's life, death, resurrection, and ascension. Today, we're going to look at how grace empowers us. Titus 2, verse 11 and 12 says, "For the grace of God that brings salvation has appeared to all men." There are not any distinction. Every believer needs God's grace to be saved. And we also learn about grace that it is brought to us. It is a gift to us. It is not something that anyone works for in salvation. Then, as this grace saves you, what does it continue doing? It then starts transforming your heart. It teaches you to say no to ungodliness and worldly passions, and to live self-controlled, upright, and godly lives in this present age. If you say no to one thing, you say yes to another. What do we say no to? It says ungodliness and worldly passions. And all of us know the consequences of that. Every time you react in an ungodly, worldly, passion-motivated way, you know the fruit of that is death that is reflected emotionally, relationally, or spiritually. Now, if we work with the grace of God, we are able to live self-controlled, upright, and godly lives. Friends, that is where grace actions empower us and it transforms us. And the grace of God comes in our most weakest moments. I was thinking about the fact that grace is relational. It is not legislative. It is not laws, but it is relational. And that is the one aspect of grace that I experienced changed my life the most. When I feel the lowest, it is the love of God that draws me closer to him. And it is the love of God that empowers me, or that encourages me to say no to ungodliness. I have rarely met people whose lives were changed because laws and regulations were read to them. But I've met multitudes of people whose lives were changed because of the message of grace, that they were loved even though they didn't feel lovely. Friends, I trust that this message will empower you to take hold of your identity in Christ and to pursue your purpose in Christ. That's the motivation, and that is the reason why we are making disciples as a church. And I trust that these devotionals are working in that way in your life. God bless you. We love you, and we're praying for you.